Hello there guys, what is going on? Son Chelsea back here again for another edition of my team selector ahead of the game against Sheffield United tomorrow night in the Premier League. What is it now? 4 Premier League games left. Big games for Chelsea in the race for Champions League qualification. This is going to be a really difficult test for Chelsea, as a lot of games seem to be recently. I mean, Crystal Palace, although they weren't fighting for anything really in the Premier League season, still gave us a tough game, and Chelsea got away with it in that game. And really, for me, I think my biggest concern, not only because of Sheffield United, how impressive they've been this season, have picked up a bit of form before playing us, of course, beat Wolves the other night late on. Control for me is the big thing for Chelsea tomorrow. Game management. This is what we're going to need in a game like this to really get through it, to get the points we need to then move on to Norwich a couple of days later. And that's my hope, really, the way Frank Lampard lines this team up, but also the players, certain individuals who need to raise their game for this particular occasion, because Sheffield United have caused many teams problems. And I think you've got to have admiration for Sheffield United and what Chris Wilder's done there. I think apart from Jurgen Klopp, I think Chris Wilder has been the best manager in the Premier League, considering what he's done with Sheffield United this year. And you look back to August when we drew 2-2 with them, you would have known back then how well Sheffield United would do in the Premier League, not only being mid-table but challenging for European spots, and they're well in to get a Europa League spot at the moment. So that's what they're going to be fighting for tomorrow night. And Chelsea, with it being a physical game, we've got to be at our best, not only at set pieces, but also awareness, having control of the middle of the pitch. So it's a big game. Just some team news before I get into my predicted lineup. Billy Gilmour is going to be out to 3 to 4 months after having an operation on his knee. Terrible news. We did hear about this yesterday, and it was unclear how long the injury would be, but Frank Lampard confirmed it. He's going to be out probably even for the start of next season. And that's very interesting to me based on Jorginho's future. You wonder, because of Billy Gilmour being out for that long, will Jorginho now stay at Chelsea? We're going to have to wait and see. But that's terrible news for Billy Gilmour. But as Lampard did stress, it's been a couple of good months for Billy Gilmour. Breaking into the first team this season for him personally has been a success. So hopefully he can come back fitter and stronger and improve from there. And KOVACIC is back. That's big news. Kante still out. And Fikayo Tomori is nearly ready, but not going to be in the matchday squad tomorrow. So my lineup, my starting 11, 4-3-3 once again. Kepa in goal. Back four, I'm going to stick with the same one. Reece James, Andreas Christensen, Kurt Zouma, and Dave. For me, the biggest thing, Andreas Christensen has got to have a better game than he did against Crystal Palace, especially for that second goal. You're going to get a physical test against Sheffield United, and Christensen has to be ready for it. I saw Alex Goldberg did a really good piece on Christensen and sort of the doubts over his Chelsea career. And I think he's got to be ready for these games, because he needs to put in big performances, not only against the likes of Man City, but in these type of games where he's going to be up against a physical battle and he needs to rise to that occasion. And Kurt Zouma really bailing him out the other night. Let's hope he has another good game. Midfield, I think Jorginho for me has to start based on his impact the other day, given that control, that rhythm to our game, passing wise in the centre of the pitch. And considering injuries to other players, I think Jorginho will start here. In front of him, I'm going to go with Mateo Kovacic, who's now fit. The reason I have Kovacic over a player like Ross Barkley or Loftus-Cheek is, once again, that word control. Also, tackling-wise, I think Kovacic is brilliant. So if Chelsea do lose out the ball and maybe a hit on transition, which we've had a major problem with this season, Kovacic is good at that. Press resistance as well. I think his movement and his chemistry with the likes of Jorginho, I would love to see Mateo Kovacic back in Chelsea's midfield. And then to round off my midfield, Mason Mount once again. I think it's a little bit harsh on Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who did set up the winner on a Tuesday, but I still feel, fitness-wise, he's maybe coming back to his best, so he can be a threat off the bench once again. It's quite clear now, the front three, Willian, absolutely stunning stats at the moment. In terms of keeping pace with the most creative players in the league, he's level, I think, currently with Bruno Fernandes for creating chances, scoring goals. It's so impressive from Willian. Whether he'll stay past this season or not, we're going to have to wait and see, but he's playing amazingly well once again. And Christian Pulisic, that stunning striker against Crystal Palace. Let's hope he can have another big game for Chelsea, because we're going to need it. So let's hope he can provide a little bit of magic once again for Chelsea up front. And also Olivier Giroud for me is going to be starting. Yes, Tammy Abraham I'm sure would have been boosted by that big goal the other day, but I still think Giroud is the leading striker. I think Lampard will stick with that. I don't think he should alter from that at the moment, because Giroud is in good form, breaking a deadlock for Chelsea early on against Palace and Watford. Let's hope he can do the same once again. So that is my team, my lineup for the game tomorrow. It's a massive game. I'm pretty sure the nerves will be there. before kickoff. Let's hope Chelsea can have a massive result. Please let me know your lineups in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter at Son of Chelsea, and I'll see you again.